Hello. At the time of recording, Storm Eunice is battering the UK. Yellow, amber and red warnings are in force, with the worst conditions expected to spread east across the southern half of the UK during the rest of the day. The satellite image from earlier today shows Eunice developing rapidly in the Atlantic, and this hook on the cloud showing the area where the strongest winds are now forming, initially southwestern parts of the country and then spreading east across the southern half of the UK through the rest of the day. Bands of rain ahead of the strongest winds, so actually skies brightening up as we go into the afternoon, but it's within those brighter skies where the strongest winds are to be found. And this is the wind gust graphic for the next few hours. The key is over there on the right, and you can see these colours indicating widely across the southern half of the UK, 60 to 70 mile/hour wind gusts even inland and around coasts. Bristol Channel initially the risk of 80 to 90 mile/hour wind gusts, and then the focus turns later today into the east of England, where there's the risk of 80 mile/hour wind gusts in places, even inland. So Storm Eunice is a powerful beast, more powerful than a storm we've seen for some time, and that's why we have red warnings in force. The red warning for the Bristol Channel coast expires by the afternoon, but another red warning has been issued for southeast England, including London. The first red warning here, and it's because widely in the amber area, 70 mile/hour wind gusts are expected. So even if you're in the amber area or not the red area, still the potential for damaging and dangerous wind speeds in places. But in the red area, that's where there's the risk of 70 to 80 mile/hour wind gusts, particularly around coasts, risk of widespread disruption, risk of damaging wind gusts, and a danger to life. The advice is not to travel. Further north, yellow warnings in force for wind and for snow. And for the rest of the day, the hill snow tends to ease a little, but there'll be further accumulating snow for higher parts of Scotland in particular, showers across Northern Ireland and Northern England, and where we get snow coming through, as well as that strong wind, particularly for the northeast of Scotland, treacherous conditions over the higher ground, with blizzards in places and drifting of lying snow. Further south, brighter skies, but strong winds continuing, widespread gales, and it's not really until after dark that those winds begin to properly relent. It's going to feel cold in the wind, particularly in the north, with all of that showery weather coming through. And after dark, finally, Eunice moves away. So the winds do start to come down across much of the country. The warnings expire. And then there's the risk of icy patches, some slippery surfaces first thing Saturday across northern parts of the UK, following the showers through the day on Friday. Temperatures falling away as well. We're looking at 0 to 2 Celsius in the north, 2 or 3 further south. Enough of a wind, though, to stir things up and prevent a widespread frost. Nevertheless, a bright start to the day, much less windy compared to Friday morning at first. Some sunshine in the east and the north, but in the west and the south, bands of rain move in yet again. The wind picks up once more. Hill snow for North Wales, the Midlands, South Pennines, and the risk of 50 mile/hour wind gusts along the coast there, perhaps 60 in some exposed spots. So although not on the same scale as Eunice, it certainly won't help, and it could impact any clear-up from today's storm. Areas of rain clearing through, though, by the end of the afternoon. Something a little sunnier coming in from the west for a time, and a little milder as well. But overnight, Saturday into Sunday, the next low comes along. This one following a very different track compared to Eunice. It's heading up towards the north of the UK, and the tightest isobars are affecting northern parts of the country this time. But you can see tight isobars right across the UK, so Sunday's looking like a windy day. The wind's picking up through the afternoon, and it looks likely that it's northern areas where we'll see the greatest risk of impacts from gales and gusts of 60, perhaps 70 miles per hour. That's in a couple of days, and the focus for Friday is on Storm Eunice. Warnings in force. Pay heed to those warnings. Stay up to date with advice from local authorities as well as forecasts from the Met Office.